So guys, in the Rings of Power, there is a mix of CGI and practical effects. And I would like to know, as an actor, this gives you the chance to immerse yourself better in Tolkien's world. And even if the production is huge, those practical effects sometimes make me think about a theatrical approach. Do you agree with that?
100%.
Yes.
I do.
A lot of us are from a theatre background and classically trained, so using your imagination, kind of when you're stood on a stage and looking out over an audience, you picture, you know, a field full of horses, and you see them when you stood on that stage. So it's kind of, it's not difficult to imagine a big cavern of dwarves working away down in Khazad-dûm. So I think, yeah, it was an advantage for us, yeah.
The Lord of the Rings was released in 2001, and it was a really dark time for humanity. And now the Rings of Power is going to be released in another difficult time. And both of them talk about the research of the light. Do you think that one of the point of strength of this narration is the ability to talk about universal themes, even if the show is set in a fantasy world?
Yes.
I think people can relate to it, whichever way they want to, really. Tolkien and the work that JD and Patrick have done in creating this, people will relate to it differently, and I suppose the world of fantasy helps access that relatability.
I feel like you could
world.
I feel like you could lift it and really put it over. That's what's so brilliant about Tolkien's work. You could lift his narrative and put it on any one time in our entire history, including today, and there will absolutely be relatability and a mirror image of what's happening. And that is really exciting because he uses his brilliance and his celebration and his darkness to inform us and educate us and excite us and teach us. And I would say certainly now, you know, I've only lived for 20 something years, but for my time, it just feels like this story was meant to be told now. And I hope that it does. I hope that everyone shares some of the feelings that I've had, so that I can kind of look back at my real world and make some changes, because I know he really enforces that in his work.
Robert, I was really impressed about the visual epicity of the show. Do you think that the Rings of Power is going to cancel definitely the division between cinema and TV series, assuming that there is still a difference between them?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to acknowledge the licorice pizza thing behind you, because I was such a fan of it. What is it? Is it a record or something?
Yes, it's the soundtrack.
Oh, it's a soundtrack. Oh, very
wow.
cool. Yeah, I think that we got the chance to see it in the cinema, and that was breathtaking, because there really is visually some spectacular moments in the episodes. And so yeah, I just felt really lucky to have seen it on the big screen. But I guess the gift of television is that it's long form storytelling. And if there's anything Tolkien understands, it's telling a story over a long period of time. So hopefully it gets us to explore more of his work, and you know, we get to spend more time with the characters than in a traditional movie, I suppose.
Thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.